on April 28th, 10 a.m. PST. That means our open beta will take place from the 24th to the 25th of April, and our closed beta will be from the 15th to the 23rd. If you want to get involved in the closed beta, make sure that you are either hitting 99 in Season 6. So, we added a new mastery finally, as you can see at the bottom here. I should probably show early values, but these, I will say beforehand, these values are still work in progress. But we've added a new passive called Deep Wounds. Deep Wounds gives you % chance of open wounds and adds flat damage per second to open wounds. So you can make a bleed barbarian now, moving forward. It should be pretty interesting, I think. It is going to be the only bleed character, so it will not be the only bleed character. We'll show you a few examples of some teasers of things to come. We're not going to go through every item today, and again, these are still work in progress. Values may change, etc. I'm going to be focusing on balancing a lot of this open wound stuff this week. But items that do have open wounds will now have open wounds damage per second with them as well. So one example of the usage of the new stat. The stat is called Curse Resistance. So Curse Resistance essentially reduces the effects of curses. So this will be available on some items. If it says 20% and the curse slows, then it slows 20% less. Does it stack with cleansing? Yes, because cleansing is curse reduction. This is curse resistance. They're different stats. So it could be because he's killing everything so fast. So you also cast Holy Nova. He'll cast Holy Nova pretty infrequently. He's supposed to be casting Foe a bit more. I might have to increase his values. He's not casting Foe. I'll have to double check he didn't get reverted even. Talking about Assassins a bit. We've also changed it so Mind Blast will now deal partial magic damage and partial fizz. Hopefully that should juice up the Mind Blast ins a little bit. Is it the same damage overall? It is. It is the exact same damage overall. Just split up into part magic and part fizz. So we're kind of bringing it back to that play style to make it a little easier to control the charge amounts. So this is showing your attack speed here, and this is the amount of frames that are currently used. As Fury, for example, we now made it so that each additional attack in these sequences gains melee splash as well. So Fury, for example, would gain 20% melee splash on its second attack and 40% on its third. That does, of course, a Fend Amazon. Hopefully Fend will be a lot more viable now with its increased splash radius. Fend's back, not dog shit. That's right, Fend is back. Need F.Y. Sanders blank offer effects. I'll even put this to the corner so hopefully it's easier to see. We have added rare, unique maps. You will be able to find these while playing. There will also be a chance when you corrupt a map to create a unique map. So you'll either get them from finding them naturally in the game or from corrupting maps into unique maps, which will be quite interesting and fun. This one, for example, has map boss drops skill charms. So what that means is the boss will drop skillers. It also has monsters have a chance of dropping additional charms. So this is Czar's Sanctum. This is a map made by Alma, who has made a ton of the maps that we've shown so far. This map is very interesting in the sense that it has 3 portals, and each one of these portals will lead to a different mini map. Blizzard stole the fucking Butcher event, yo. I know, hey? They yoinked our Butcher event. Alright, here we go. I'll turn the music off even for this so you kind of hear a bit of it.
Trouble me no more.
So it'll do little voice lines when you open the portals. Pretty cool. It's a small touch, but I like it a lot. The secret weeb level. Yeah. Alright, here, we'll do another example of the voice line here.
Your curiosity will be the death of you.
And there you go. This one is leading to the boss.
Impossible.
So again, every time you interact with one of these tombs, there's a chance to enter the Inner Sanctum. And the Inner Sanctum will be the boss arena. I'm not going to spoil too much. But essentially, you have to go through each one of these mini-maps, hoping that you find the correct one that leads to the boss. And if not, it'll bring you back to the initial area. So it'll be kind of interesting and fun because you'll go through one of these 3 maps, hoping you eventually find the boss area. All right, chat, we'll show the second map, which, speaking of the devs, was actually made by Erlen. This is a custom map. So this is actually an entirely new tile set that Erlen made, which is actually pretty cool. It's kind of reminiscent a bit of Diablo 1 Caves a little bit, if anyone has played a lot of Diablo 1. It's called the Warlord of Blood, this map. Similar to like how you up-res on an emulator, for example.
Not here.
In layman's. We are also going to be going over chance to cast. These examples I'm going to show you are just teasers and work in progress. The values may change, etc. But these are just some examples, essentially. So we are going to be adding chance to cast on rare stabs. So you can organically find stabs that will have chance to cast on cast.